is the preeminent face jug collector in the Southeast.
That's right. So anyway, this woman's a face jug artist. So I wrote this whole damn manuscript and sent it off to New York, and they went, "This is fine, but we don't. What are you talking about? These face jugs?" And they're, I think what the history of these things are, where people would put moonshine in them and then hide them in their pantry and go, "Oh, I want a scary face. I'm not gonna get it."
You gotta tell us about your dogs. How many do you have?
I'm down to 7, but I'd say we can't have any more for a while because most of these are kind of young now. Well, she's about 10. Shut up, Nick! If you look directly behind you, this is an interesting story. Outside in the very, very back corner, you'll see that that's my spinach and broccoli garden, because when that E. coli thing hit a few months ago, you know, or whenever, I got real pissed off, and I don't even like spinach, but I thought, by God, I can have spinach when I want it. So I did, and then I went off to Wilmington to teach, and then I said, good, that spinach is gonna be back, and I came back, and my dogs eat spinach too, evidently, so they ate most of that, and then peed on the broccoli, so I don't really do too much with that. You want some broccoli?
What are their names?
So there's Hershey, Maggie, and Dooley, and Marty, and Stella, and Nick, and Charlie. Am I missing one? Dooley, Nick. Well, I like this flea market a lot because it's not a bunch of mass-produced stuff like some of the other jockey lots and flea markets. It's just kind of crap, and there's real stuff, you know, coming out of people's attics. You can kind of get deals here, or used to could before Antiques Roadshow, and the people are just kind of normal people and fun to talk to. Back when Dr. Trachis had hair, he worked in Nashville. It's a nice picture of him. It's a great picture of George Jones.
How about bringing George Jones out here? George Jones is the best.
A little bit skittish. There's a weird dynamic going on where they're not very trustful of everybody.
Oh yeah, I watch everybody. Make sure nothing don't get gone when I got it.
But if you see somebody you know, they'll kind of talk and haggle.
Some of them this is sweet though, and then some of them you have to keep on.
I remember writing a bunch of short stories about this place, about, oh golly, probably a dozen and a half, and maybe about half of those are in that book called Half Mountains of Dixie. You know, kind of take place and kind of go in and out of this particular flea market.
Well, I'm up here all the time anyway, but we sell dog food and cat food.
We just kind of make up some stories about home life or living in their car or whatever, or living in the van. Oh, hand grenades. Yeah, last year we got hand grenades. That's what we got to look for, hand grenades. How much for this?
I like the crocodile.
Want a bag for it?
I'll just carry it with me. It'll be fine.
Cool. George?
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Cream possum, you can't go wrong.
Cream possum. I'm just a junk dealer. I collect everything and swap and trade and sell. Just travel around. I sell produce about 5 months out of the year. Sell for a big farm out of Florida. That's a pretty good market. That's the less people I've ever seen here in Dover. I've been here, it'd be full, all Albany County be full. I ain't never seen it this skinny.
This has been going on in Pickens for decades, and they used to sell cattle and livestock and vegetables here. And a long time ago, Wednesdays, a lot of people didn't work, or they worked a half a day because they went to church Wednesday nights. So it's always been, you know, pre-dawn till noon. It's just tradition, I guess. There's a whole kind of tribe of people who go from Florida to New York. They're in New York in the summer and Florida in the winter, and right here kind of in the winter. And that's what's going on. I believe by that old dictum, there's nothing funnier than human misery. That sounds real sad and everything, but you can see there are a lot of people kind of dependent on a sale to probably eat.
Oh, that's pleasant. I like this.
What's your name?
Rod.
Hey, Rod. I'm George.
But somewhere in there, every one of them I tried. There it is.
There you go, Rod.
That's really one of the first pieces I've done this year.
And how much you want for this?
That's out here, $45. In the
get
gallery, it's $200.
Yeah, I'll get it. I like this.
When I first came out here, I'd sell some stuff and then just kind of talk to people, like, cause they'd say, "Oh, you're asking way too little," or you know, or they'd try to buy stuff off of me. And anyway, just kind of live and learn on that one.
Thank you, George. Putting it all together.
About a 3,000 square foot house up in the mountains someplace on a nice stream, and I'd probably give $50,000 for one like that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Some man said he came back to get her
but
crowder peas. They were so good.
But it's been a long time.
Are these live pickles or are these sweet bread and butter pickles?
Bread and butter,
Oh
yes
my
ma'am.
goodness. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Yeah, look at this cool thing, man. A man named Rod, who we filmed earlier, carved this. Said he hurt his back 5 or 6 years ago and started carving. So that's cool. I don't know what I'll do with this. I'll scare my dogs with this. Glue it to my forehead and chase them around the yard.
It's really interesting. It's unique, and I think you could find pretty much anything you wanted here.
I got some boiled peanuts.
Playing with puppies.
Margana had a biscuit.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen for sale?
A banjo made out of a bedpan. Yeah, banjo.
Bed banjo.
A banjo. Yeah, which I thought when we were looking at that banjo guy, I thought we were going to see it. And then there's usually someone who's going to tell you something like, pick up a, I don't know, a rake. Bet you don't know what that is. Bet you never had, and then start questioning your manhood.
One woman was selling dog food and sweaters on the same table. Same table. It's interesting.
I think there'll be flea markets like this in 100 years.
Yeah, probably so, but I swear it's just everybody knows too much because the stupid internet and eBay and that Antiques Roadshow and that TV show that's on. There's one on Turner South, you know, Junkin'. So everything's gonna be way overpriced and it won't matter anymore.
Because what matters is the deal.
I think so. You know, that's fun.
Decker, these peanuts are good.
Just makes you feel better about saying, look at this stick I got for 45 bucks. I saw one of these going for $47 just last week, so I got a deal.
His characters are really original. They're deep Southern country people that just like good old Southern people. It's just like the characters in
funny
his books.
stuff.
Just like it.
Well, I hope they don't get an STD, and I hope they do get
The big gas guzzler.
I hope they get a better understanding of the human condition. Does that sound like a good answer? I think if everyone learned that maybe there is some socio-economic problems in the South, maybe that would be one thing to learn.
Need to buy any unnecessary plastic items or anything before we go?
Do you sell stuff out here or just come and hang out?
Just hang out, yeah. Pick with certain people and other people, mostly bluegrass. Pick a little bit with people here and yonder.